Okay, so first we're going to compute this. So we're going to compute this. Okay, that means and just plug. Okay, so that's my first operation. So I'm going to compute this, but that is the input. So that means I'm going to plug this into x. So in the function f, we have two x's, right? One is right here. So one is right here, one is right here. So I'm just going to plug x plus h into x, which is going to be 6 times x plus h squared plus 8 times x plus h minus 6. Okay. Then let's just go ahead and simplify. So 6 times x plus h times x plus h. That's what x plus h squared means. Plus, and you can distribute this number, which is 8x 8h minus 6. Now 6 times, so this is just going to be FOIL, right? So you're just going to FOIL that, and that will be x times x, so you'll get x squared, and then you have x times h, and you have another x times h here, then you have h squared there, right? H times h. That's this one stay the same. Now I'm going to distribute the 6, right? So go ahead and distribute the 6 to each of them, which will be 6x squared. And here you have 2xh. So 6 times 2 is going to be 12xh. And then 6 times h squared is that, plus 8x plus 8h minus 6. So all of this is going to be f. Okay, now we're subtracting f of x from this, f of x from what I just found, right? So I'm slowly forming the difference, and then I will divide by h, right? So let's do that on the next page. Okay, so let's just take this. So I have 6x squared, right, plus 12xh plus 6h squared, and then plus 8x, 8h, and minus 6. So 8x, 8h, and minus 6. And I'm going to subtract, so this minus f of x. And f of x is the function itself. It's this function. So I'm going to subtract this, which is 6x squared plus 8x minus 6. And all of this will be divided by h. Now, certain things will cancel each other. So yeah, this looks awful, but certain things are going to cancel each other, and then we'll get something nicer. So first I have to distribute this minus. I have to distribute the minus so I can remove all the parentheses. So 6x squared plus 12xh plus 6h squared plus 8x plus 8h minus 6. And then this will be minus 6x squared minus 8x, and then plus 6 because I distribute the minus. Sign already changed. Okay, now let's see what's canceling what. 6x squared cancels the negative 6x squared. And then positive 8x cancels the negative 8x. Negative 6 cancels the positive 6. So you see already many things canceled each other. Now what's left? Well, we still have this. So 12xh. We still have this 6h squared. And we still have this, right? Everything else is canceled. Okay. Now, the last thing we should do is see if there is any common factor that I can pull out. Well, see, there is an h here, there is an h here, and there is an h here. So then that means h is a common factor. So pull out the h, then you'll have 12x plus 6h, because I already took one h out. So I still have h there, and then plus 8 over h. And this h will cancel. Then I have 12x plus 6h plus 8 left. Okay. And this this is my final answer. So this is the answer. So you see, it's kind of tedious because there's a lot of algebra involved here. So you just have to be careful and keep track of, you know, what you have and the sign changes, and make sure the sign changes are done correctly. And at the end, things simplify each other nicely.